See yourself on the screen and you select the best move. Let's go! Let's hear it for all the Masters.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Payne dishes to Towns. Back to Payne. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Trent passes to Green. Back to Trent. Kuzma outside. On the wing, Green. Pocket 6. Takes a three. Kuzma can't get it to go. Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since they've gotten underway. Here's Bridges, and that one. Goes long. Here's Portis. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's a tie game in New York. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Miles McBride out there with Payne. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Achua. And it's Robinson. In at the 5. Rome.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Payne kicks to Bridges. McBride passes to Robinson. Bridges attacking. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Anunoby, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Prince is checked in for Jackson. Here's Giannis. 6 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
That free throw, no good. That one misses.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Robinson, a screen on Prince. Here's Anunoby, and Anunoby slams it in.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
That gives them the lead. Anunoby's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, OG Anunoby gets to that mid-range game, doesn't flex into it a lot, but if you concede it, he'll take it.
Lillard finds Porter. Lets it go from deep. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Porter. Lillard's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's McBride, covered by Lillard. McBride passes to Anunoby. For 3, another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Giannis passes to Lillard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Mikal Bridges.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Here's Brunson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Brunson's got 6 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A new lineup here for the Bucks. There's 1:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Trent. Off target at the rim.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Anunoby, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
It's Kuzma penetrating. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Different look from Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Jackson. And Lillard subbed in for Green. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one goes on Anunoby.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
A different look for New York. Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Miles McBride.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
The Knicks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Brunson.
Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 5. Anunoby has the open look. And the Knicks miss again. Trent finds Kuzma. The Bucks working the ball around. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and gameplay. Brunson against Kuzma. Here's the teardrop. Brunson, good. Brunson's got the lead.
Oh, that's a silky jump shot. Playing right over the top of the defense. Mr. Brunson, how good are you?
Kuzma outside. At the elbow, it's Lillard. Out to Kuzma. For 3, Portis. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A big-time effort for OG Anunoby. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your...
And looking at where the Knicks... That'll do it for our show.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Taurean Prince is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's Porter. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot manning the middle. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
Bridges with the steal. And Brunson has it in the corner. Over Trent. And it's Brunson missing. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Porter. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Brunson. He's got 10. In the corner, it's Bridges. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the way. Bridges has got his first 2 points of the night.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
And the first one at the line is good. Milwaukee making a switch here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Driving in. Yep, that one goes.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Lillard against Brunson. Right on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut back down to single digits after the bucket is good from Lillard.
But he is so efficient, so productive. Timeout. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Jackson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Let me hear you once again.
Brunson finds Anunoby. Brunson outside. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside painted area. Look out.
Here's Porter. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's Brunson outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
There's Porter with the 3. The shot misses. Bridges with some nice defense. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Inside Towns, from past the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got the lead up to 14 now for New York.
Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Anunoby outside. Bridges misses.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Anunoby. Milwaukee also making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Prince in for Porter. On deep, Brunson. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Prince in the post. Defended by Bridges. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis had really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Brunson. Good! Brunson gets through the contact.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
On that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the New York Knicks looking at a 13-point lead heading. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his...
Hey, guys, we need a run right here. Come on now.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 seat. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Kicks it out to Lillard. It's over Payne. And that one comes up a bit short.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Unloads. It's hauled in by Giannis.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
New York leading by 16. Anunoby kicks to Payne. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Video review.
And I think when it comes to some of the more
2 minutes are allowed to review the play. It's confirmed.
action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
For the Knicks, Josh Hart comes in for Mitchell Robinson, and it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Prince. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Damian Lillard. The first one falls. Trent's checked in for Jackson. Payne hits them both. Bucks trail by 18. Trent passes to Portis. Shoots over Towns. Towns with the defensive effort.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
From deep. A rebound by the Bucks. Porter finds Portis. Back to Porter. Over to the left wing. Portis, the pass to Porter. Giannis outside. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Towns.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Payne. Out to Bridges. Pass to Hart. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. Bucks trail by 18. Left side, Portis. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 4th assist in this one. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
With a chance to take command in this series, he did everything. That is the kind of killer instinct you need in the playoffs. Shot clock at 5. Towns, no luck. Bucks trail by 16.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the Knicks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this is a pretty decisive victory. They take the lead in the series 2-1.
Yeah, game 3s are very important. If they can keep this sort of confidence going into game 4, boy, they are going to be tough to beat.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Brunson.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
We're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. All right.